Before we get into today's video, I'd like to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Cookie Jar. They're a cannabis accessories company that has containers to keep your stash fresh as well as clearly organized, credit card sized and traditional metal grinders, 100% organic hemp rolling papers, and so much more. If you go to cookiejar.com and use code CRASH15 at checkout, you'll save 15% on your purchase. Hey, that's money you can put towards your munchies. Again, that's code CRASH15 for 15% off your purchase at cookiejar.com. This Karen was at a pet store in Palm Springs, California. And of course, didn't want to wear a mask. Have you noticed that most, if not all, Karens, aside from the haircut, have a couple features in common? Skin tone, for example. And a lot of them tend to be shorter. I don't know if you've noticed that. I mean, the one that got me fired back in July, she was maybe 5 foot. That and blonde hair is all I can remember about it, really. But anyway, her excuse for not wanting to wear a mask is that she would have a panic attack and freak out. She says that she knows what she wants. So that would mean she could put it on, run in, get what she wants, pay, and get out in no time flat. Especially if, as she states, no one else is in the store. And get this, she tells the employee that he can either accommodate her by giving her an hour at the end of quote-unquote every day, or an hour at the beginning of the day. If you know what you want, why in the world would you need an hour? That would mean you're going to go look around. No, it's a pet store. If you know what you need, go in, get it, and get out. 10 minutes tops. Especially if you're the only one there. But no. Karen's got to have a bitch fit because Karen's going to Karen. So, of course, she threatens to call the cops. Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. The employee's good with it. Turns out this store is called Bones and Scones, which is actually a rather cute name for a pet store. She tries the typical gaslighting by saying she would rather not have to call the cops. Yeah, okay, yeah, you call them. Go ahead, waste their time, waste the resources, face the fine. Because, at least here in West Virginia, if you make a false 911 call, it is a finable offense. So, I don't know how it is in California or anywhere else, but yeah. Mind you, while she's saying this and trying to gaslight him into letting her in, he's standing there barring the door like he should because, well, it's his job. She says she drove 20 minutes to get a few items. I don't care if you drove 20 hours. If you're not going to follow the store's policies, out. She also said that she had rights that included not wearing a mask. So she calls 911 and literally cites the 1964 Civil Rights Act and says that she has the right to breathe O2 and not CO2. And of course that she's being discriminated against. You know, typical Karen persecution complex. She then added that she had a religious exemption as well as a God-given right to be able to breathe. What is it with Karens or conservatives screeching about God-given right and then citing the Bill of Rights, which last time I checked were written by, let me check again. Yeah, men. The employee on the ball claps back that he thought it was a medical exemption, and her response, yeah, medical exemption too. I love when Karens are busted in real time. And mind you, the employee is clearly recording. The woman then gives her full name, address, and phone number to the 911 operator, hence why I'm not including the TikToks. Because I don't want to get in trouble for possibly doxing, you know. That ain't my cup of tea. I don't do that, never plan to, never will, nope. In the part 2 of the recording, the Karen lets slip that this must not be the first time she's called 911 for this crap. When she tells the operator that they are one of the few people that I have called, when she calls 911, I guess, who actually don't seem to understand that I'm actually the one with the right.
Shut up! Shut up!
Clearly she doesn't understand how things work because, businesses can refuse service as well. She then hits the operator with, even though it's mandated, it's not actually law. It's based off a state of emergency that we're no longer in. So apparently we're not still dealing with a situation more severe than normal. Gotta keep it safe. Can't say the words because, YouTube would beat me with a newspaper like a puppy. Karen even shows she's more of an asshole when the operator tries to explain that businesses have the right to refuse service, but she cuts off the operator and that she would win a lawsuit against the employee. No, she wouldn't. First, do not interrupt a 911 operator. Second, no, she would not win a lawsuit. Unless the judge was a Karen too. But even then you could appeal that and the appeal would be overturned. With guarantee. But I will admit, I would love to see her in court whining, "But Your Honor," as she's told no. The Karen then didn't even want cops to come. She just wanted the operator to agree with her and that the cop would most likely agree with the employee. If that's your logic, don't call 911. You're wasting resources. It's so stupid. Comments on the video point out that she's using 911 like a customer service line for anti-maskers, which she is. Personally, as the son of a former 911 operator, they need to start arresting every Karen or Richard or Ken, whatever you want to call them, that calls 911 for this type of crap. Maybe, just maybe, it'll get them to stop. They can whine and complain, but taking up important resources such as 911 operators' time should be illegal at this point. Who knows what kind of emergency could be happening that needs help and can't get it because of them. I mean, this is to a point it needs to stop. Someone could end up dying because of this type of behavior.